Yo, what's up, YouTube? Anybody, somebody in the near future is gonna watch this. Okay, I got faith in somebody. The algorithm's gonna pick up my videos, and people are just gonna start watching left and right. All right, but this video here, you know, I dibble and dabble a lot in what the hell's going on with relationships, men and women these days. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that my ex walked away from our 9-year relationship 4.5 years ago. Okay, so almost 5 years. I've been 98%, 99%, 99.5% a single man at the age of 45 now, going on 46. And pretty content with it too, I might add, because, I spend a lot of time looking in the mirror, more so metaphorically and physically. More so metaphorically than physically, I should say. Okay. And reflecting on the inner growth of myself and working on being more of a self-respecting man. Okay. Not really, sure, yes, I yearn for the true unconditional love that I thought I had. Okay, I do. In my heart, I do. I definitely is a yearn for that type of love again, okay? The love that I thought I had. So the title of this video is Why Men Are Not Approaching Women Anymore. Is that's a big headline I'm seeing on a lot of these videos, okay? It seems as a lot of women are confused as to why men are not approaching them. Am I allowed to smoke on camera? I don't give a shit. So, that's one good reason right there, okay? Now, I may not be in the age bracket of a lot of people that are in the relationship market, okay? I may be a little bit above that age bracket. But, I really don't care what age a single man is right now. Probably even as young as 20 right now. That's 25 years younger than me. Okay? You could probably find, I know you can. I've seen the videos of these younger kids getting their hearts broken too, thinking that their girls were being faithful and that they loved them, yada yada yada, and they find out that differently, through that Cheater Buster AI. Those videos are great. So my ex got lucky. Okay. My ex doesn't realize how lucky. Maybe she does now. Maybe she realizes how lucky she was now. I don't know jack shit about my ex right now. I don't want to know jack shit about my ex right now. Okay. I've seen a couple of her friends, a couple people, maybe not friends, maybe people she knows, and a family member. I didn't ask one question about her, okay? And the family member I seen, he thought I was mad at him. I'm like, dude, I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at nobody. I just don't want to see any of you, okay? But, what the hell was I saying? I lost my thought there. But I have no care about her whatsoever. So the point, so She has no idea how lucky she was to secure me in a relationship with her, okay? Because when her and I were dating when we first got together, okay, there was some real shady shit going on her side, okay? To the point to where I can't remember how long we were dating before this happened. Maybe it was a month, to where we were about ready to lock down the relationship. And I gave her my phone number, and she claimed that she wrote the phone number down wrong. Okay. And she said she tried calling me to go out the one night, and then she ended up back at her house with some other dude. Okay. A dude I know. And quote unquote, nothing happened. And I do kind of believe nothing happened. Okay. But it's still that point of the, why would you even have a dude come back to your house? Now, granted, the dude's a weasel, okay? So he probably weasel his way in. But irregardless, that really irked the fuck out of me. And I took 48 hours. The one night I stayed up all fucking night long and thought about if I seriously wanted to commit to her at this point in time. At that point in time, okay? 48 hours. And let me tell you, it was not an easy decision. Okay, it wasn't. And that's why I say she has no idea how lucky she was, okay? And then after almost 9 years, now it started going south before that. It started going south about after 7 years, okay? She started having second thoughts, and she was, who knows? Maybe she cheated on me for all I know. I don't know. At this point in time, that's her problem with God to deal with. I'm not even stressing myself out over that shit anymore. No care to. She just willy-nilly throws it away because she felt like she was missing out somewhere in life, okay? Like I said, I have no idea what she's up to. I have passed her a couple times on the roadway. Yeah, I caught her stalking me down, okay? She drove by the house before I sold it because I couldn't afford it no more after she left. I stayed there 3 years, okay? Now, I paid the majority of the house payment, at least 2/3 of the house payment when we did live there. I paid 2/3 of the bills the whole time we were together. Hell, I even bought the bitch fucking cigarettes 2 times a month in Missouri because I drove truck over the road. Okay? She tried throwing it in my face that I didn't pay bills either. That I didn't pay enough through the years. Okay? I said, bitch, you better go check my fucking bank records. Okay? Want me to list off what I paid real quick out of the relationship? Especially when I was driving over the road. And FYI, the relationship fell apart when I stopped driving truck over the road due to some mental issues from driving truck and the loss of a life of a best friend due to driving truck. That's how women will do you, dude. Okay? Anybody that's thinking about getting in a relationship, you better take some time and think about it. You better take some time and think about your own heart. And think about protecting your own heart, your own wealth, your own mental status. Because you goddamn know it. I'm telling you right here from an almost 46-year-old man, she will 90%, 95% cut your heart open and drink the blood straight from it and not give 2 fucks. Okay? But back to what I paid for 7 years. You want to hold up some fingers here? Well, you know, have you ever seen that drop a finger if the drop a finger challenge, you know? You hold up fingers and you ask a question and you drop your fingers. Let's do pop a finger up challenge, all right? Here's what I paid. First, let me tell you what she paid. She paid her car payment. She paid the electric bill. She paid the gas bill. Okay? And she bought groceries. 90% of the time she bought groceries. Okay? Now let's go through what I paid. Probably more than 2/3 of that 7 years, I paid the house payment. I paid our car insurance, hers and mine. I paid our phone bills. What am I missing here? I paid the cable. One for probably 2 to 3 years, the cable bill was $300 a month. Okay. There's more. There's more. Like I said, I bought her cigarettes. For years, I bought her cigarettes in Missouri because they were cheaper. Just because I loved her. Okay. I was getting her cigarettes in Missouri for $20 a cart. So $40 a month for roughly 4 or 5 years. Okay. That went up a little bit when she changed cigarettes to the more expensive ones. But she still had the audacity to try to throw something like that in my face on her way out of the door. Okay. And then gave me a total mind fuck. I'm like, how can you just stop loving me? She looks at me and says, I'll always love you. Okay. Love this. Okay. So, oh, what else was I touching on there? I gotta think for a second. Sorry. So, anyways, if I remember, I'll get back to it again. I'm tired. I ain't slept. It's going on 5 in the morning, and I ain't slept a wink. I got in bed at about 2 o'clock. Couldn't sleep. So I got out of bed, got up. But across the board, like I was saying, if a guy's in his 20s, guys in his 30s, guys like me in their 40s, they've been done wrong at some point in time. Okay? I haven't approached a girl in probably about 3 years. Okay? I made a few attempts after she left. I did. But, you know, could I have actually made a relationship out of it? Probably not. You know, I was more so thinking with the other head. Okay? Got lonely. Tried the dating apps a couple times. I got a video on that too. So, if you're wondering why guys ain't approaching, that's why. And not to mention, the quality of woman that I would be willing to accept now, you want to talk about women's crazy standards? Let me tell you a little bit about my crazy standards, all right? Starting with, I mean, I'd probably want to put a bitch on a lie detector test before I even would commit, all right? What woman would want to get with me with just that, if I even said that, 98% of women would run. Okay? So I'm not looking for 1 in a million. I'm looking for 1 in a billion. Maybe 1 in a trillion. There ain't even a trillion fucking people on this planet. Have you ever left a committed relationship for reasons other than infidelity or physical abuse? Okay? If their answer is yes, if roads were still made of bricks, I'd say hit the bricks. Okay? That's where that saying comes from. Hit the fucking bricks. Hit the bricks, bitch. You got any tattoos? You got 1 tattoo? Hit the bricks, bitch. The saying is for single men is each tattoo a woman has is probably from a relationship gone bad. Although in my ex's case, she only had 1 tattoo, but the spot of that tattoo, I should have known right then and there. I should have known right then and there, if she's willing to let a guy touch her on her inner thigh that she don't even fucking know and put a permanent marking on her inner thigh, hit the bricks, bitch. That's how original I am. Alright? That's how original of a dude I am. How many 46-year-olds you know that have 0 tattoos? 0 tattoos. I've never been willing to put a permanent marking on my body. Maybe it's because I grew up a believer of Jesus Christ and wanted to treat my body as a temple, even though I smoke. Okay. My list just, it keeps going. It really does. My list just keeps going. Do you have a boatload of friends? Do you have male friends? Do you have social media? You got social media? Hit the bricks, bitch. You got a boatload of male friends? Hit the bricks, bitch. I ain't playing the next time, man. Which is why I've already accepted the fact. Okay? I've already accepted the fact that I'm probably going to be single the rest of my life. And that's okay. I've got the one person inside of me that'll never leave me. He'll never forsake his children. If you put that faith and trust in him, he'll never forsake you. It says it in the good book. I love Jesus. Check this out. I love Jesus. You ready? I love Jesus. God gives hope. The road to heaven is not straight and narrow, guys. God gives hope. It's time to love Jesus, not a dumb woman. Okay? Any women that might watch this, you go ahead and call me an incel. Alright, I don't care. I just told you my story. Were you listening? I loved my ex. Unconditionally loved my ex. I hope she sees this and eats her fucking heart out. Check it out. Still got hair. 46. Not that good looking, but, don't care. Don't care what you think. I had on my sunglasses the other day when I seen an old friend. I had these on. These bad boys right here. An ex-old friend. And he goes, dude, iridium's not in no more. I just looked at him like, like I give two shits what you think, okay? Like I give two shits what you think or anybody else, all right? So then I grabbed my blue ones, put those on for him. I'm like, there, you happy? How funny is that shit, you know? Why ain't guys approaching women? Oh, man, I don't know. Why ain't guys approaching women? So, yeah. Interesting shit, huh? To know God's love is priceless. To know that you're one of God's children is priceless. Stop working against your fellow man. Stop working against your brother, your sister in the dark. Backstabbing motherfuckers. Knock it off. Go find Jesus. Get right with him. Get your name put in that book of life. Yep. I become a Bible thumper. Not really. I don't read the Bible nearly as much as I should, alright? I don't have all the verses memorized. I had to memorize the verses as a kid growing up. Sunday school, Awana, all the church, all the Bible camps that I went to in the summer. Alright? But I rebelled after that. But Jesus has a way. God has a way of pulling his people back to him. Don't try to work against someone that is under the protection of God. I've seen it firsthand how that goes for those people. Be kind to one another. No matter, I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm not miserable over her. Okay, I'm still churning a little bit inside. Oh, real quick, I gotta go back to something I remembered. Old pothead here. I remembered something. I caught her driving by the house. Okay. One Sunday morning, I left the house to run into town. Passed her ass coming towards the house. Okay. Now, this old friend of mine that I see, he told me that he heard that she was married and whatever. And I'm like, I don't give two shits, dude. But I don't believe him. Okay. And even he was baffled because why would she be stalking me down if she's married? Okay. I don't care. I think it's funny. I think it's fucking hysterical. I think she realized she made a big fucking mistake. I don't care. Not one bit. And then after I sold the house and moved out, you ready for this? I moved into a fucking apartment of somebody that she knew. And I didn't know it. I had a feeling something was off. And I come to the realization about 4 months after I moved in there, that about 8 months before she left me, she told me she encountered a guy at a festival, a guy and his girlfriend at a local festival, because I didn't want to go with her that day. We were having problems and I was depressed and just wanted to be at home. she she told me she seen him. Okay, and she may or may not remember this. I really hope she sees this. I really do. She may or may not remember that she told me that she seen this guy that she used to know back in the day in real estate and his girlfriend. Okay, she even told me his name. Now, I had forgotten about that. Okay, because when I sold my house, this guy was a co-owner of the real estate company that sold my house, and he had a nice place, nice little apartment off of his house that I was renting off. Backstabbing motherfuckers, man. Probably devil worshippers too. I ain't joking. Okay, I ain't joking one bit. So yeah, when I had the realization, when I had the epiphany that that she knew this guy, my days were numbered in that place. And then one night, couple months later, in between my epiphany and that point in time, I surrendered myself to God. Okay, I had a massive epiphany and realized that I need to give my life to God. I told God one night, one day, I said, God, my body is yours. You use me as you want to, Lord. I'm yours, Lord. I love you, Jesus. I love you, God. I'm yours. Okay. And I think I pissed something off in that house by doing that. Because it was shortly thereafter that something happened. I ain't gonna say what happened. But I got two cats, and I love my cats more than anything. Except Jesus and God. And a couple family members. Something happened. And I knew the day was approaching that if I didn't get out of there, I was going to lose my soul. So I packed up my cats that night, grabbed their food, grabbed their cat boxes, grabbed a couple other things, and fucking split that night. That night I fucking split. Just like that. Put myself in one of the fucking worst environments that I could have ever dreamed of, okay? All out of the love of God. Okay? God told me to get out of there. I got out of there. And you know what? That's going to take me to some dreams I had. I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. So, when I moved into this place, it was about 3 months. Was it? I'm trying to remember if it was before or after I surrendered myself to God. It may have been right around that time, okay? And I'm kind of thinking of this, so I may have some revelations as I'm talking about it here. So, I had a series of 3 dreams. The third dream didn't come until after I moved out and put myself in the worst living situation that I could have ever dreamt of being in, okay? The first 2 dreams were precursors, just little bits and parts of the massive dream that I had after I moved out of there. And the massive dream I had when I moved out of there was a day or 2 before the April 8th, 2024 solar eclipse. Okay? God is great. God works in mysterious fucking ways, man. You'll never understand God's thinking. You'll never beat God. You'll never knock any of his people off of the path that he wants his people to be on. I hope some people I know fucking see this, because I don't give a fuck. God's on my side. I'm on God's side, okay? I ain't gonna say God's on my side. I'm gonna say I'm on God's side. Go ahead and say you hate God, and I pity you. Hate God because I love God, and that's your problem, not mine. Okay? I'd like to go into detail about that dream I had, but people are going to find out pretty soon. America's going to find out pretty soon. Because there's other people having similar dreams. Mine was very powerful. Mine spoke to me. I was visited by an angel in my dream. And she told me some things. And she told me I have something I have to do. To sum it up, she told me God's coming back. Okay? You believe that? After that whole situation with my living arrangements and my ex and all that bullshit, an angel comes to me in my fucking dream and tells me God's coming back. And I have something I have to do. Whatever it is I have to do, you and everyone else can rest assured I'm gonna do it. I don't know what it is, but I'll know when the time comes. My soul depends on it. My eternity next to Jesus and God depends on it. I'm putting this out here because I want people to know it's not too late for your soul. If you haven't signed the devil's contract yet, it's not too late for your soul. You can still get right. You can still accept Jesus Christ and his never-ending love into your heart. All you have to do is sit down in prayer and pray to Jesus. Say, Jesus, I heard that you have great love from this guy on YouTube. I heard that your love is never ending, Lord. He told me that you were hung on that cross and shed your blood for all of your children's sin. And through that bloodshed, we would have a doorway and a path to our Father in heaven. Amen. And then say, Jesus, I want you to come live inside of me. And I want you to give me the reassurance that you will be there for me. And Jesus will give you that calming. Jesus' love is beautiful. When you can have the absolute faith in him in this evil world that we're on right now. And it's easy to see. It's easy to see. Just take a look around. Take a look around. It's easy to see the evil. You ain't got to look far. I can look into people's eyes, and I know in a split second if they're a loving person and if they believe in Jesus. I know in a split second. God gave me great discernment. great discernment. Okay? I'm going to post this video, and I really hope it gets out there. I really hope so. That's my story, guys. Love you. God bless. Have a blessed day. Accept Jesus before it's too late.